Come on! Come on! It's fourth! It's freaking fourth! We are tearing Norwich apart! Look at this! Come on! We've actually won away! In! Yes! Oh my God! We are so bad. Oh, no.
If 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep, 'cause they'd fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand and stare. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems. 'Cause I'd get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs as they tried to teach me how to dance. A foxtrot above my head, a sock hop beneath my bed. A disco ball is just hanging by a thread.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Football is back. We're in Truro. I was going to do the wheel for this, for my new idea for this season, but I've had too much on really and all that. But for this season, I'm going to make a new series where I want to take most of my intros with you across Cornwall and Plymouth to get more. That's the spirit. To get the local area around, to build this channel even more. And the reason why Truro's the first location is because, well, Liam and I are watching Truro Dorking later on, which for once I am so glad Sky Sports have moved an Argyle game so I can cover this as well. But nevertheless, we're back, we're back, we're back. This is the intro ready for the start of something new. The Wayne Rooney era at Plymouth Argyle beginning at our bogey ground. It's Sheffield Wednesday, one of the most irritating away days the last 2 seasons, to kick us off for our fixture list release of 2024-25. A huge game where the media haven't stopped being negative towards Wayne Rooney, and then the media haven't stopped praising and kissing Danny Roll. So we are the clear underdogs coming into this game. So I hope Rooney and the boys can prove everyone wrong. It's a massive game, Sheffield Wednesday away. Obviously, they're coming into a full season now with Danny Roll in charge, and obviously us with Wayne Rooney in charge. So it's going to be interesting to see how we both fare coming into the game. This is Saturday, I'm recording this, by the way. So we're going to be on the trip to Sheffield during this video as it is anyways. But I'm in Truro, about to watch Truro Dorking. This city's well known with the support for Argyle as well, of course, with it being pretty much the local club. I've got a friend of mine from here who supports the Greens as well. He'll probably watch this when he does, but yeah, either way, it's a massive game. Liam's with me. Wednesday away, how are we feeling?
It's not a game that I wanted first game of the season, to be
While we're in this part of our local area, and we've realised we've got to go to Yorkshire tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a game I wanted to start off. I mean, I've always said to you that I wanted a home game first. If I had to pick an away game I wanted first, it'd probably be like West Brom or something around that area. That's not that far.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised because the last 2 seasons we have been home first, so I ain't surprised we're away first this time, just like what we were in 2021-22. Coincidentally, that was against the South Yorkshire club as well, because that was at Rotherham. That we lost 2-0, unfortunately. And even more unfortunately, my score prediction, I think it will be 2-0 Wednesday. I hope I'm proved wrong. I think Ugbo's going to score for them, and I know our torrid record at Hillsborough, but honestly, I'll say this now. I'm going to say this now. If we get at least a point tomorrow, guys, you know who to thank.
Yeah.
Why have you got 1-1, just out of interest? And Whisker to score.
It's just one of the first games of the season where you've got to be kind of a little bit confident. And I think any Argyle fan would snap your hand off for a draw. I'd
snap your hand off for a draw. I'd be opposite, meanwhile, if this was at home park tomorrow. I'd want 3 points regardless, but yeah, it is a massive game. I'm going to be walking through Truro in a second now for the start of this video, guys, to tell you what my first predicted lineup of the season is for the game tomorrow. Take you around the local area and all that. See what Liam thinks of his first lineup for tomorrow as well. And then, yeah, treat ourselves with some sort of thing to get here, whatever we get. I'll probably get myself a pasty or a cider, knowing me.
Find a pub and watch Leeds Pompey.
Yeah, Leeds Pompey's at 12:30, so we'll watch that. And then, yeah, we're in Truro for the beginning of this episode for Sheffield Wednesday away. And then once we've done what we need to do here, we are straight off to Yorkshire. In the meantime, though, in my other video, if you're going to watch it, Truro are playing Dorking today in the National League South opener at Truro's brand new ground. Please watch that video if you haven't already. Really looking forward to it. My non-league club getting their proper first stadium back in 4 years after the closure of Truro Road. But either way, that I'm going to talk about in my Truro video itself. But as for this, well, I'm standing in the capital of Cornwall, realising to myself, looking at that cathedral, looking at that river, knowing I've got to go all the way back to South Yorkshire tomorrow to take on Sheffield Wednesday, opening day, against the Owls. Let's prove all the bookies wrong, and let's prove me wrong most of all as well. Up the Janners, up the Greens, up the Argyle, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army! So, yeah. We'll take you more around this place for the first part of this video, guys, obviously. And then, yeah, we're off to Wednesday. So, yeah. Looking forward to this one. Football is back. Right, so to start off, the local cuisine for Wednesday away. If you haven't been to Rose Cornish Bakers, please go. Please go, because they're really good. Known them ever since my local days in Penzance, and I'm going to give a food rating because I've just got myself a chicken pasty and a summer sausage roll. It's been a while, and I thought to start off an Argyle video, 420, 425, I've got to get the pasties, which a few people really like. So, yeah, we'll give the review in a second. So Liam got himself some sausage rolls. How were they?
Yeah, very good.
Very good?
Yep.
Oh, get on. Nice one. Right. Let's see what has changed from Rose over the years then. I'll rate that. No difference to last time when I was there. Just like anywhere at home, 10 out of 10. Right, pasty time. And if our good friend Tatsuki is watching this, he'll love this part of the episode. Let's give this creamy chicken pasty a review then, shall we? Well, I didn't chicken out of it, so Liam's right, but can't lie, it's a good chicken pasty, but it's not quite my favourite. I can't lie. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, but obviously it could be a lot worse. But I have way preferred that sausage roll. That was elite, meanwhile, to be honest with you. Okay, so I'm still in Truro, guys. Obviously, I'm recording this the same day as the Truro game against Dorking. Liam and I have just watched the 12:30 championship games. We watched an absolute blockbuster between Leeds and Portsmouth. Ended 3-3. Not very happy with that at all, because obviously, first of all, Portsmouth are one of our biggest rivals, and second of all, Leeds are in the autos race for me this season. Pompey are well down there with us, and they've just got themselves a cracking point. So it's all pressure on us tomorrow.
Leeds should have won it again.
Yeah, how on earth did Aronson miss that?
You watch it, he plays it through. I don't know who played it through to Aronson, the Leeds guy. I'm thinking, yeah, play it through, one-on-one. Yes, I'm like, you sit there and you go, how the earth did you miss that? But
it just sums up Leeds' afternoon with the amount of shots they had against Pompey, but yeah.
They had about 24, 25 shots.
And Pompey had about like 4 or 5. Deserved a point, to be fair, today, Portsmouth, because Leeds just couldn't finish for crap.
I just wanted that to go in just to watch Pompey videos later on tonight and do banter on, but
No, fair result at the end because Leeds couldn't finish for crap. And as for all the other results, what happened elsewhere? So Oxford won 2-0 against Norwich. Norwich were really poor today, apparently.
Bristol drew 1-1.
Oh, so that was 1-1 at Hull. Okay.
West Brom beat QPR, which
3-1, wasn't it?
Kind of worked in our favour.
That's a great result for West Brom.
Worked in our favour because next home game QPR's got is.
And didn't Watford win it at the end at Millwall?
Yeah.
3-2, I thought so.
They
yeah.
They were 2-0 up. They won 2-2. Then they won 3-2.
That was it. Then Sunderland beat Cardiff.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah. Okay. What else was there? Stoke Coventry.
Stoke won 1-0.
Stoke did win 1-0. Okay. And then obviously we got to do it.
Won 1-0.
And then we had the Friday. Oh, Borough won 1-0 as well against Swansea. And then we obviously had the Friday night games. Blackburn beating Derby. Both defences being leaky as heck. And then Sheffield United absolutely dismantling Preston.
Oh no. Anyway,
there's only 2 games left now. Obviously our game at Wednesday, and on Monday night Luton and Burnley face each other. So the way I look at it now with my early predictions, with Oxford winning, Pompey drawing, getting a good point, Watford winning, Sunderland winning, Derby losing but scoring 2 goals, Blackburn winning, Hull drawing, not losing, pressure is on us. Can we get a point at Hillsborough, guys? I don't know. We will see. It's going to be massive regardless, but
if we lost, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because obviously it's the first game.
As long as we bounce back next week against Hull, of course, but yeah.
Hull, because they draw points against Bristol, so
yeah. So yeah, it all depends on on next week. Not next week, on tomorrow. Speaking of which, while we're here, actually, do you want to go through what our predicted lineups are going to be for tomorrow? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're in Truro recording this, obviously, still, while we're heading to the Truro Dorking game. I'll tell you mine for the time being. I've gone with Cooper, new signing Cornell Shucks, a back three of Cornell Shucks.
Here's mine.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get up in a second. So yeah, Cornell Shucks, Julio Pleguezuelo and Lewis Gibson, and then Edwards and Mumba as wing backs, Houghton and Randall as the midfield, front three, Whittaker, Hardy, and new signings Sissoko. I can't really see it very well, but that's what Liam's got on Fan Hub.
Hang on a sec. No, Troy.
Oh yeah. Be interesting to see what we do. Just going to stop here briefly, and you'll notice this when the Truro video's up. Just down there, past the Sainsbury's, it's where Truro's old club used to be, Truro Road. Obviously demolished now, turned into a Lidl, and obviously the new ground's been made all the way near the village of 3 Milestone, which I'm obviously going to cover during the Truro episode I'm making versus Dorking in itself. But obviously, good way to start the episodes for Argyle, really. Just roam around the city, really. Get a pasty and a sausage roll to start it all, really. And, well, it's very simple. Being in the capital where I was born just makes me realise, being back down here once again, bring on the trip to South Yorkshire tomorrow. It is a massive game coming, so that's all the coverage I've got really to show you guys, really, for episode 1 of the local scene. So I guess it's road trip time up the M5 and M1. See you all at Wednesday. Okay, we've arrived in Sheffield at the railway pub. I'm gonna give this Pepsi Max a rating out of 10. Not that it really matters because they're all the same, but it doesn't matter. Easy 9 or 10. Anyway, breaking news is Michael Cooper has been reported he's not playing today because he's edging closer to a move to a name I can't really say around here. They're neighbours, Wednesday's neighbours. So yeah, I think Hazard's gonna. I think Hazard's going to be in goal, and the crisis I have with that is that it's not Hazard being in goal. My crisis is that we haven't got a second backup keeper. So this is not the start I was hoping to hear. Yeah, honestly, this is not the start I was hoping to hear the minute I come back to football for 24-25. But yeah, no, honestly, it's that's tits up, I know. Right, I've just come across this predicted lineup. Let's have a look at it. There's no one as a right back there.
It'll probably be Cornell Shoots.
I hope we start with a 3 at the back. That's what I personally hope. Like the area and all that. Okay, 20 minutes till kick-off. Harvey, predicted lineup, go.
Predicted lineup. 4-4-2. I think Bruni will go for his usual 4-4-2 formation as he's been going through all the pre-season. But it's about who plays, because obviously with the news that Cooper couldn't be starting, well, might not be starting today. I'm going to say Hazard for now. Okay. But I hope Cooper does. I would like to see him start, but I don't think he will. Centre backs, Lewis Gibson, and it's a tough one because it depends who you're actually going to start in centre, because we've got a couple of centre backs as it is.
Yeah,
Dan
exactly.
Scar's gone now, so
in comes Victor Palsson, in comes Cornell Shoots.
Yeah,
Shoots.
Cornell Shoots. Yeah. I'm going to say Galloway for now.
Yeah.
But then wing backs of Beta, I think he's definitely impressed since coming through the door.
You think Ogwit will start today?
Yeah, I think he probably will. And then Cornell Shoots, I think he'll start as well.
So no Edwards or Mumba, or do you think one of them will play up?
They'll probably come off the bench.
Okay, right.
Or then maybe they might start. You never know.
Midfield?
Probably. It's going to be a GAB. I think is a guaranteed.
Okay.
I think he's a guaranteed. If he
got different to me. I said Halton and Randall.
Maybe, but I think it will be Adam Randall and GAB in the midfield.
Yeah.
And then the wings, Ibrahim Sissoko and Whittaker. I think they'll be guaranteed.
And then who up front? Hardy?
You're going to have Tajani and I'm going to say Bundu.
So you reckon Hardy will be on the bench today?
I think so. If it's not Bundu, then it is Hardy.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
It'll be either one of them, but that's my predicted lineup anyway.
And is there anyone for Wednesday you're nervous for coming into the opener today?
To be honest, you could look at most of their team and you say that's a much more strengthened team than they were last season.
Yeah.
They've brought in Jan Valerie, they've brought in Jamal Lowe, they've brought in Chaloba. They've got a much more strengthened side. With Danny Rowe in them as their manager now, you could see them finishing a lot higher this season than they were last season.
Ugbo, Musaba.
Ugbo won't start. He's just recently signed.
Oh, you don't think he'll start at all? Okay.
He's recently just signed. Oh, he could. I'll be surprised if he does.
And they got a new keeper in goal in Ben Hamer.
Yeah, no, he's injured, I think, as well.
Oh, is he?
I think he might be injured, so it might be James Beadle.
Okay.
But
anyone else who nervous for Wednesday, anyways? Windass still gives me haunting memories from
Windass is still there, yeah.
2 seasons ago.
Barry Bannon.
Obviously, Bannon's going to be
Barry
there,
Bannon, of course, we're going to still be worried about him. I don't obviously blame people if they are. So
Dominic Iorfa,
I don't know.
Oh, okay. And score prediction.
I'm going to stick by it. I do think we could draw this game. I'm going to go 1-1.
More confidence than me. Good on you.
Yeah, I do
and
think.
Who to score?
I did say Whittaker in my prediction, so I'm always going to back him, of course. I do back the lads to maybe get a draw, but there's more parts of me that thinks with Sheffield Wednesday's more strengthened team, they'll be the most likely team that could get the win.
Yeah. No, so, fair enough. That makes sense. Lineup's coming out very soon. Right, lineup's come out in 10 minutes. Obviously, the main news, as I said already in this first episode of the season, Michael Cooper's likely not to play. Yeah, I'll meet you in there. Michael Cooper's most likely not to play today, but we do need 2 keepers at least, so maybe the rumours and reports could be wrong, but we don't know. We'll find out. But either way, though, we need a prediction on the lineup before they officially come out. Harvey, what do you reckon? It's good. First of all, actually, before you do, is it good to be back at football, club football?
Sun's shining, birds are flowing. It's what a man lives for. It's what I live for.
It's good to be back, isn't it? And as soon as we get back, as soon as we arrive here, the Cooper news happens. So, what do you reckon then?
Mate, the way I see it is, it's a year left on his deal. He's already said he's not signing a deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why give him the game time? Why keep, if we're evaluating him at 6 million, he's going to walk for a free. We've got to take what they're offering is 3 million. Yeah. That's still a lot of money for Argyle. My predicted lineup for today.
Okay.
It's 4-4-2, Hazard in goal, back 4 of Opbeta, Julio Pazuello, Gibson, Mumba. The midfield 4 is Sissoko, Randall, Houghton, Whittaker.
Okay.
Top 2 of Tajani, Hardy.
Also, it's a lot different of a predicted lineup than mine, to be fair. A nice one. Anyone you're confident for us today so far?
Sissoko, 100%.
He's had a good pre-season, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've only seen him in the flesh at Torquay, which you can take it as it's only Torquay. But saying that, he looked lively. He's going to cause some trouble. Rooney said when he signed him that he's going to excite us fans. The main thing is we need to get behind the team today. From as soon as we all get into that stadium.
I agree.
Set the tone, set the atmosphere. Start the season with
absolutely. And would you bite my hand off for a point today? This is where he actually bites it.
I'm confident. I think we can go win it today.
You know what? What a start that would be.
What can stop us? We've been written off already by loads of pundits. Everyone thinks we're already going to go down. So why can't we do it like we did last year?
Speaking of which, where have you got Argyle in your predictions so far for this season? If you had to pick a number.
15th to 17th.
That's not bad. I've got 16th, so that's similar. That's very similar. And Harvey's got 18th.
If we stay in the league again, it's a success.
It is, absolutely.
Show from the results yesterday. Oxford go and beat Norwich. You know,
and Pompey got a result at Leeds.
Go and get a draw at Leeds. Why can't we do it today against someone who we know we can do it against?
Yeah, absolutely. Score prediction?
3-0 Argyle.
Nice one. I rate the confidence. I love the confidence. Who to score?
Hardy, Randall, and Whittaker.
Nice one. Big one coming up, guys. Lineups are out. Go on, Harvey. Yeah. What is it then today?
So we were right. Connor Hazard is in goal.
Okay.
Yeah. Ogbeta, Sissoko, Whittaker, Bundu, Gibson, JB, Galloway, Tajani, Forshaw, and Howson.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look then.
So I was basically nearly right.
Yeah.
But we're playing Howson instead, and we've got Forshaw.
Who's on the bench?
So we've got Cooper on the bench.
Mumba,
Plaggy, Shoots, Edwards, Hardy, Wright, Randall, and Isaka.
I think Rooney's game plan, looking at that, is if it's 0-0 going into half time, we bring them on second half. Here's Wednesday's lineup. Beadle, Valerie, Iorfa, Bernard, Lowe, Ingleton, Bannon, Casales. Interesting. Well, we've got a big game coming. That tells you everything. Welcome back to football, lads. Okay, with both lineups out, both Harveys. Thoughts on the lineup then, now it's out?
I'm a big fan of Hardy. I'm a big fan of Hardy. So no Hardy, obviously 4 goals in pre-season's impressive. Don't know, you don't know what Rooney's got up his sleeve. You've got to trust Rooney. It's his first game. You know, give him time. And just hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Rosevere. Oh wait, hang on, say that again.
We just got to support the team. Fans got to get behind them. Minute 1 to 90.
Exactly. Up the Argyle.
Up the Greens.
Up the Greens. Rosevere, thoughts on the lineup?
Well,
you got some of it spot
I was
on.
basically nearly spot on, but Howson starting, which I didn't expect. I didn't think Howson would start. But obviously, it's probably because he's had more pre-season games, so that's understandable. And Shoots just recently joined. Forshaw with GAB is a surprise.
Yeah.
But I did say that it would either be between Forshaw or Randall.
Okay.
And centre backs, no surprise. Goalkeeper, we said it would be Hazard. Beta as well, yeah. And then Whittaker, Sissoko, Tajani, Bundu. I was spot on.
Yeah, you were, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, well, now that it's 3 o'clock, lineups are out, and I need to get a few other things before I go in the grounds. We're going to head to the grounds. So yeah, that was the Railway Free House. That was really good, to be fair. No, I really enjoyed that. Never been to this part of Sheffield Wednesday territory, actually. So yeah, nice to try something new. I think the news is now, I don't want to put a downer on this, but I think Cooper really is going now after seeing the lineups. I really think Cooper's going now after all that, the lineup coming out and all that. So I think he's going to move to these lot's neighbours. They are the favourites now to sign him. So if he does go, Cooper, I want to say thank you for everything, Michael. You've been a proud asset and club legend of Argyle. And we need to bring in a new keeper, if not 2 new keepers, and then that's 3 keepers ready for the season alongside Connor Hazard. So yeah, there we go then. We're headed to the ground now, and then we start off the 2024-25 championship season. Up the Greens. Come on, you Greens. I'm joined by Mitchell, Sheffield Wednesday fan. Subscribe to him if you haven't already. Is it good to be back at football then today?
Yes. Long 3 months without football.
Apart from the Euros, but yeah.
Yes. But international football is not as
Some
good as
stuff.
football.
It's
Football, international all day long.
All day long, I agree. I'm proud of where I come from, and you're the same really, so I'm excited for it. But yeah, I've seen the Wednesday lineup, I've reacted to it. What's your thoughts on it at the moment?
Udbo is not a real shock that Udbo's not.
He'll start next week against Sunderland.
Yeah, I think he'll be thrown straight into starting lineup next week.
Are you going to Sunderland next week?
No.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
I reckon he could even play against Hull on Wednesday night.
Okay.
Cadamarter's not in. That's not a real shock because he's going to be loaned out.
Anyone in the lineup you are confident for coming into today, though, if you had to choose?
Musaba, Windass, Kasama, and Jamal.
Well, Musaba for me was your best player last season, so I am nervous for him, 100%.
I reckon Jamal will bag at least one goal today.
Okay.
He looked really good against Lagana last Saturday.
Okay.
In our final friendly. He was unlucky not to get at least 2 goals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think I can see us winning quite comfortably today.
Okay. Score prediction?
3-0.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I rate the confidence. And is there anyone for Argyle you're nervous for today, if you had to pick one player?
Whittaker. It has to be Whittaker. Cooper's on the bench, because obviously he could be coming to Sheffield United.
You've got to play him now in the Steel City derby, the way this is going, so...
Yes, I know.
Yeah, have fun with that.
But yeah, got 3-0 Wednesday.
Okay, no, I rate the confidence. Okay, I'm joined by another Wednesday fan, Joseph.
Yeah.
Is it good to be back with club football?
Yeah, it definitely is, yeah, definitely.
How are you feeling coming into the season then for Wednesday?
Confident, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, predictions, where have you got them this season? If you had to pick one number right now, where have you got them this season?
I know it might sound a bit biased, but I've got them just in the playoffs at the moment.
You know what? Fair play. I rate the optimism. That's what football fans are all about at the end of the day. But yeah, now is the bit I don't want to hear, but we'll go with it. Score prediction. Go on.
I've got 3-1.
3-1. Oh, we think we'll score then?
I
Okay.
think Whittaker will score against us. So.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Well, you never know. Could be another blimmin' 4-2 repeat from 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So you're saying 3-1 to Wednesday, and you've got Whittaker to score for us. Who do you think's going to score for the Owls today then?
Jamal will bag 2.
Okay.
I think Musaba will get 1.
Musaba.
Yeah.
He's the one I'm most nervous for, because he was for me your best player last season. So, and is there anyone for us you're nervous for in general, apart from Whittaker?
I'd say Ryan Hardy.
Ryan Hardy as well.
Yeah.
Well, Hardy's on the bench, so he might make an impact from the bench.
Yeah.
So
he always seems to score against us.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, especially at home park. I don't know about Hillsborough, but
that's
definitely more so at home park for sure. And where do you think Argyle will finish this season? If you had to give us one number, we're ending the video if he's saying bottom 3.
My actual prediction is 20 just surviving, but I'm actually going to say you're going to finish 18th.
I'll take that. What was your actual predictions though?
Just surviving, 21st.
Well, it's another season in this league, so I'll take that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I won't take the position, but I'll take the fact that we're in the league for another season, and I wouldn't be surprised if we finish 21st again, and then the bookies, as usual, predict us as the favourites to go freaking down. So there we are. So that's why I never listen to them. But anyways, yeah. So you reckon 7th playoffs? You said for Wednesday, 6 for Wednesday. Yeah.
Quite optimistic with the
Which
signs,
transfer window? Which summer transfer are you most confident in the most of everyone you've signed so far?
I'd probably say our fullback because they're both Premier League quality. Valerie, and I'd probably say Jamal Lowe as well.
And here's the other thing I wanted to ask you also. Do you think you'll finish above your biggest rivals this season?
Yeah, I think we will.
You really think you will? Yeah.
I've got confidence. Yeah.
Is that still not changed after the performance they showed on Friday against Preston?
I still think they'll have a bit of a wobble somewhere.
Well, I've got them 14th. Where have you got them?
I've got them 8th, just about outside the playoffs. I think
so you think both of you will do okay this season and you'll be better than them? Yeah, fair enough. It could very much happen. And you got your derby back in November. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're going to go to it at Bramall?
Yeah. I'll try and get to
Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's a massive game, is it? You can't stand each other, can you? So
no, my uncle's a United fan, so
oh wow, fair enough. Well, in my opinion, it's one of the best derbies in the country. So I'll be looking forward to. I might be doing a watch along for it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So and well, either way though, Joe. Best luck for today.
Good to you too.
Well, I've already said that if we do lose today, obviously I'll be annoyed, but if we can win next week against Hull, I'll be very pleased. Yeah, no, thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Catch you later. Enjoy the game. Okay, I'm joined by 2 more Wednesday fans here. I'm joined by Maisie and Bonnie. Guys, what do you reckon for today then?
I think we're gonna win.
Yeah, definitely.
3-1.
3-1. Who's scoring for Wednesday today then?
Bannon and
Jamal Lowe, yeah, could do. And what do you reckon then, Bonnie? What do you reckon score's going to be today? 3-0. Okay, fair enough. I rate the confidence. But yeah, no, fair enough, guys. And how do you think Wednesday will do this season in general?
I have high hopes for this season.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I have confidence for this season. So I hope we're doing good in this.
Yeah. Where do you reckon? If you had to pick a number right now in your predictions, where do you reckon? I've got you 10th this season so far, if that helps.
See, I would have said like 8th or something.
8th, yeah, that's not a bad shout. Where do you reckon, Bonnie, Wednesday's finish the season? Not a bad shout. No, it honestly could very much happen. And here's the question I wanted to ask as well. Do you both think you'll finish above your nearest rivals this season? Them lot up the road? Yeah, no, I rate the confidence. Well, thanks for coming on. Good luck for the game. And yeah, well, bring it on, guys. Episode 1 of 46 for 2024-25. I can't wait. Come on, you Greens. Right, episode 1 of 2024-25. Sheffield Wednesday away at Hillsborough. Lovely day, very hot as well, to be fair. We're about to kick off the season. It's so good to be back. It's so good to be back at club football. No matter what the odds are, no matter what the chances are, no matter what we're going to get thrown at this season, we've got to give it everything. Here we go then, guys. A new series brought onto YouTube. For the next 10 months, from August to May. So here we go then. We return with Argyle today at Hillsborough for the first episode of the season. Sheffield Wednesday away. Come on, Green Army. Rooney's at the wheel, Rooney's at the wheel. Right, let's look at the two fan bases. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be Roll or will it be Rooney? Right, we're in 11 minutes before kickoff. Here we go then. The Rooney era is about to begin. Come on, the Greens. We're back. We are so back. Argyle! Right, let's hear how unbearable this sounds. Don't give it to Windass. Argyle massive, everywhere we go. Argyle massive, everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. Listen to that. Gibson's giving it straight to Bannon. That's it, well done, well done. We're getting dominated. I hate to say it, we're getting absolutely dominated so far. So what I mean, Wednesday's just done an overhead kick. Take them on, Sissoko! And no, we don't hit it. Look, Sissoko's on your left. Too late. Hang on. Here we go. Typical Windass taking forever with it. Well done, Connor! I knew it. I freaking knew it. It was coming. It was coming. Sums up our performance so far. It's been coming. same crap at the back. We just can't defend for our lives at all. It's 2-0. No. Thank God. Absolutely outclassed. Look at the shots that Wednesday have had in our half compared to the shots we've had in their half. This isn't good for our debut game at all this season. We've got to turn it around. Ref! Christ. Defending calamities again. They're through again here Wednesday. Oh, well, thank God for our defending then. Half time, not good enough at all. Okay, half time. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. Absolutely obliterated that first half. I hate to say it, absolutely obliterated. There's been some spark into the team so far. Sissoko. There's been some defensive, well, not just defensive calamities, but also defensive like saviours as well when we've looked so poor, like Gibson and Galloway. But other than that, no, it has been a horror. It's been a day to forget so far. Thankfully, it's only the first half, but to be honest, expected a lot. If we do lose, I do expect a loss. I just want so much better next week against Hull, because that's a game I expect us to win. So, but we've got a long way to go yet. We have got a long way to go yet, but we're being dominated. Wednesday's players absolutely obliterating us, and their team are gelling under Danny Roll, and the signings have showed that. Harvey, first half thoughts then so far?
Yeah, exactly what you said, really.
I hate to say it, but we have been rubbish so far today.
Yeah.
And most of the opportunities have been in our half as well.
They gelled. They look very, very good. Not really much has happened from us because we're very sloppy. We want to play the way he really wants to play. You're going to play much quicker than that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's very slow. It's not looking good at the moment.
Right, second half underway. We need a lot better than the first half, where we had no urgency at all. Come on the boys, come on you greens.
Come on, fucking wake up!
Oh boy. Options. Way too over. What's your reaction to that?
All I have is that.
Fuck was that?
Freaking 2-0.
Fucking rude it out!
And I've missed the goal again, which sums up the day so far. Well, this is no different to the first half.
Come on, wake the fuck up!
Honestly, these lot deserve to be 6-0 up right now. If you want to change it up, Rooney, now's the time. Rooney's got to change it up if we want to get something from this game. And speaking of which, I've said it at the right time. Waz has listened to me. Can I just say, by the way, regarding these subs, Ian Foster would have never done this. Callum Wright's coming on. Brian's on as well. Been to Wednesday 3 seasons in a row, and yeah, easily been the worst one if you compare this, the season before and the season before that. The performances have gradually got worse every time I've been here.
That feels like shit, I wanna go home!
Sissoko's off. Saka, he's one of our own. I haven't missed football at all. I was enjoying my summer in the beach, surfing, bodyboarding. Go to Sheffield, here we are. Harvey's already come up with a chant for us. Oh, he doesn't want to say it, but he's like, give me my Mackie, so I agree. I don't know why we never thought of that chant before. Even our get into them chants aren't working today. To make it even worse, look at this. How the hell have they got that mixed up and that mixed up? Spot the difference? The spelling.
And Sissoko as well.
Yeah. Whoever did our kit, know our f***ing players better. Just when we couldn't be more of a banter club today. Another hazard mistake. Can we get the ball out, please? Take your time, FC. Of all the frickin' people already they're chanting top of the league, we're already bottom of the league after one game. Come on, please! And we still messed it up. That's probably the best chance we've had all game. 6 minutes to be shafted in Sheffield unless we do something now. Go for it. We could have had one back, to be fair. Probably the best Whittaker's done all day. It's going to be 4-0 at this, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, foreskin, fuck off. It sums our day up. It sums our whole day up. As always, next week.
Number 24, Michael Smith.
Oh, we've just been beaten by a darts player. Well, see you all next week, Green Army. We've completely wasted your evening tonight. I'm sorry, everyone. What a calamity. Total disaster on opening day. We're already bombed. Look at them and then look at us. Tells you everything.
Hey Jack mate, how you doing? Well, what a game from a Wednesday point of view. I've just got to say this now, Wednesday were absolutely fantastic today. Played some really good football, pressed really high, played some of the best football I've seen Wednesday play now. First game of the season, I'm not going to over-egg this because it's first game of the season. Every team has a little bit of a issue sometimes first game where they're not fully ready for it and not ready to go. I thought Jamal Lowe was excellent. I thought Gassama and Masaba were fantastic. I think my man of the match was Svensson Ingolson. I thought he was amazing and intense. I know Valerie got the man of the match by Guy. Our game management was good. I thought some of the play we did was just really good. It was a very convincing 4-0 win. Now, for the Plymouth point of view, I can understand your fans' frustrations with that because it didn't look anywhere near that you were ready for pre-season for that game. You look a little bit toothless at times. You look better when Hardy came on, I won't lie. I was expecting more from Morgan Whittaker. Didn't really see much of him, so that really confused me. I think you made it way too easy for us to play against you. I think you gave us a little bit too much respect. I'll be honest with you. I've never known Wednesday had that much control of a game. And again, a lot of Wednesday fans are going, this is amazing, we're top of the league, all this kind of stuff, enjoying it while we can. It's game one. A lot of teams can look good game one and then find what it's like later on in the season. For me, it's a fantastic win, and I'm proud of Punch and happy of Punch to get all 3 points in the manner we did. But in terms of thinking have Wednesday learnt much about when people attack us? Not really, because you didn't really have that intent. I hope you had a safe journey back home, mate, and to all the other player fans, I hope you had a good safe journey back. If you still have things like this come the first or second international break, I worry for Wayne Rooney. He got a chance to build this team, what he wants to build it and how he wants to play the football. I just didn't see any of that today. And I don't know if that's something to do with the players he got, or he's wanting more, or we're just waiting to see. You're just waiting to see what happened come the end of the transfer window. But I think it was a very, very poor Plymouth team today. And I do worry for you if that continues. But again, it's game one. But we'll see what happens through the rest of the season. On the other hand, I'm very happy with how it went. 4-0. Just amazed with how well we played.
I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Jake for coming on to the channel once again. I do much appreciate it, especially during this early during the season. Now it's time to sing some White Stripes. I just don't know what to do with myself. That sums up everything from that whole trip. Dreadful, useless, rubbish, no passion, no desire, no aggression, no vision, lack of passion, lack of faith, lack of everything. Absolutely everything. Sheffield Wednesday were the much better side from minute 1 all the way to minute 97. It was embarrassing. Full time, Sheffield Wednesday 4, Plymouth Argyle 0. So, yeah. Before we go on to us, actually, I'm actually surprised I'm not shouting yet, but before we go on to us, I'd just like to say how much Sheffield Wednesday fully deserved that victory. Absolutely massive congratulations to them. The better team won. The by far better team won. Danny Roll is going to be, if they continue to play like that, Danny Roll is going to be a force coming into this season. He really is. Absolutely superb. One of the best things their owner, Chansiri, has ever done was bringing in Danny Roll. And once again, that match for Wednesday just pretty much showed why they look a much different team this season than they were last season. And hats off to them, honestly. Hats off to them. My player of the season for Wednesday last season, Anthony Musaba, he was excellent once again. Jamal Lowe tore us apart. Josh Windass, a man who Argyle fans get really frustrating with from time to time, especially when he injured Michael Cooper 2 seasons ago. He didn't put a foot wrong in that game at all. Absolutely fantastic from Windass. Bannon ran the show, but my man of the match personally from that game, and I'm going to say it now, my man of the match from that game was Jan Valery, one of Wednesday's new signings. My God, what a player. My God, what a player the Owls have signed there. He was wonderful. And he didn't put a foot wrong for me from the very first minutes to the end of the game. What a new defender Wednesday have signed. And he is going to be someone who is going to be very hard to get past throughout most of this season. And again, hats off to the Owls on that one. They were superb. And yeah, he was my man of the match, Jan Valery. But it wasn't just about Wednesday being absolutely incredible. We're going to go on to us in a second, but I don't think, when I watched it back on Sky didn't, I don't think they said much on how everyone in the media sounded like that it was more about us being poor than them being good. And I'm not going to excuse us for that, because we were absolutely rubbish, but no one can deny how good Wednesday were from that game, from that match day, and how much of a different size and club they look right now after only game week 1. Again, hats off to them. If you're watching this, any Wednesday fans, genuinely, that is the best I have seen you play against us in a long, long time. And as for us lot, well, our performances at our bogey grounds seem to get worse and worse and worse. That's 3 times in a row now I've been to Hillsborough and we have not delivered one bit. So now I'm going to talk to you all on how terribly wrong it really went for us lot. Right, let's get on to us then, shall we? Right, before we let them bust how pathetic that was, I'm going to say the players who I thought that at least gave it a go during that game. Ibrahim Sissoko, easily our best player. Easily. He's the only one that looked like he gave a damn during that game. Lewis Gibson had an okay game. Obviously not brilliant, because not really any of them were, but Lewis Gibson and Brendan Galloway at the back. So basically, with those two, obviously our defence was shambles, but every time Wednesday attacked, they were the only two trying to defend for our lives, for us lots. And yeah, the reason why it wasn't 7, 8, 9 or 10-0 was because of those two. Now let's go on to the rest. Connor Hazard, shocking. Absolutely an awful way to get back in goal with the saga of Michael Cooper going on. I don't know whether the saga with Coops has really distracted the players and the squad from yesterday, but I'm not going to let that be an excuse on how awful that really was, honestly. So, yeah, no excuses whatsoever. Connor Hazard is his chance to shine and learn from the mistakes from last season, and he hasn't. So he's got an awful lot of work and improvement to do. Victor Paulson, our other centre-back, along with Galloway and Gibson, and one of our new signings. If I'm going to be brutally honest, that was one of the worst debutants of an Argyle player I have ever seen in my life. He was abysmal. Iceland international, you call yourselves. He's an Icelandic international for his country. And he comes to the championship to do that crap in the space of one game already. He's got an awful lot of adapting to do in this league if he wants to get somewhere in this team. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Honestly, he couldn't defend. He couldn't defend for his life. Same with Nathaniel Ogbata, our new signing from Swansea, who was at Bolton last season. And Bolton fans are already saying to me, I don't rate him at all. They're already saying to me I don't rate him at all. And that's probably because of his time at Bolton. One game in and he's had an absolute howler. He's the sole reason why Brendan Galloway scored an own goal and Sheffield Wednesday scored a second. His mistakes were fragile. He doesn't look like he's up for the job and the move up to the Championship. His crosses were abysmal. And honestly, no, he didn't put a foot right at all. He did not put a foot right at all. And he's also got an awful lot of work to do. I hope Rooney drops him for this weekend against Hull. It's the only way forward, because he was abysmal. He was absolutely abysmal. And his pass ranges was shocking as well. So everything you need to know, really. Everything you need to know. Yeah, Ogbata was awful. Powson was one of the worst players on the pitch. Him and the two others that I'm about to say were, for me, the three players that didn't look like they wanted to be at this football club one bit. The other two were Darko JB and Morgan Whittaker. That is by far the worst I've seen Darko JB in an Argyle shirt. And what a disappointing start to coming back to a loan spell where I thought he was excellent, and he's just started this season in the worst way possible. Morgan Whittaker, meanwhile, absolutely embarrassing when he's meant to be our so-called star player, and he didn't look like he gave one damn at all. Honestly, embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's a contributor to whenever he leaves. So awful, absolutely awful, and he should be embarrassed, ashamed, looking at himself in the mirror. Likewise with the rest of the team, obviously. And then, yeah, well, Houghton didn't have a good game. Bundu didn't have a good game. Tijani didn't have a good game. The only one that stood out was Sissoko. And Galloway and Gibson did somewhat all right. The rest, however, embarrassing. Although, Freddie Asaka came on in the second half and he shows exactly why he is the future of Argyle at the moment. He's got to start against Hull this weekend. He's got to start against Cheltenham on Wednesday night. Absolutely incredible he was when he came on. We looked better, to be fair, when Hardy came on as well, but it just wasn't good enough in every single aspect. The midfield especially was the worst part, because they didn't bother to give the Wednesday midfield a run for their game and didn't bother to mark them or anything. The defence was shambolic. And the attackers, every time they went for a shot, they deliberately went into the crowd. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. No passion from this football club whatsoever after one game. So we need a reception immediately against Hull this weekend for the first home game back. And the crowd needs to step up, back Wayne Rooney and back the entire team to turn it around and urge them on and be the 12th man, because that just wasn't good enough at all. It was embarrassing, lazy, pathetic, dim-witted, and it looked like I was watching a bunch of flies that basically didn't bother to fly out the window and decided to dizzy themselves. That's how embarrassing that honestly was from the Green Army during that debut game. Sheffield Wednesday, massive congratulations for their win. Us lot, however, we are by far the worst team in the league already after one game, and we are already bottom of the league after one game. So that just sums up everything you need to know. And to make matters worse, our kit man got Adam Forshaw's name wrong and also Sissoko's name wrong. Honestly, I would have done a better job. And making kits is not even my speciality. He should be ashamed. That's how badly wrong it went for us and why we are one of the biggest banter clubs in the league. I hope we change it immediately. I hope we change it almost immediately. and indefinitely immediately, because that was shocking and abysmal and chronic. We are already top of the EFL chronic ship of how pathetic we are, and we've got to turn it around immediately. Disgraceful. That performance was none other than disgraceful. And I couldn't be more ashamed and peed right off at a debut game like that. Yes, I get it was away. Yes, I get it was always a hard task. Yes, Hillsborough is our bogey side. But seriously, if we're going to lose a game, show more freaking fight, for God's sake. Rooney has every right to call out the players in his post-match interview on how bad that was, and it was their fault completely. Yes, I know that doesn't look good for Rooney already in the media, but he has every right to say that they were shocking, because they were abysmal. They were the reason why we lost that game in the first place. So it's the players' fault, not the manager. I'm not going to blame Rooney almost immediately after game one. No way, no way. Also, unlike when we had Ian Foster, I will say this. What do you not remember after the second goal? I genuinely said after Wednesday's second goal, Rooney, if you want something from this game now, bring the players on. As soon as I said that, Rooney did exactly that. And hats off to him on that one. It just didn't work, unfortunately. And also, the players that came on didn't help themselves either. So, yeah, that's how embarrassing that honestly was. And I genuinely couldn't be more ashamed of seeing a debut game. That's the first time we've lost a debut game since Rotherham 3 seasons ago in 21-22, and that was away from home as well. We need an instant reaction against Hull. An instant reaction against Hull. Embarrassing, lazy, pathetic, and my head's just flattened, honestly. This club is meant to go forwards, and the way that went, we're going backwards. Obviously, I can't really judge Rooney straight away because it's only been one game, but my God, he needs to look at himself in the mirror and switch things up for Hull. And for Cheltenham in the Cup on Wednesday night. We'll see where we are after 5 games, because it is obviously very early days yet. It's only been one game, obviously. The way we played, we looked like a non-league side, and we looked like we were definitely going down to League One. We are definitely getting relegated if we play like that for the rest of the season. It's as simple as that. We cannot afford to turn into this season's Rotherham. It's going to look absolutely abysmal for the football club and everyone around it. I'm actually seething. I'm surprised I'm not shouting. Probably because of how busy Plymouth Hoe is right now. I don't know. Oh, I've just had enough already. I haven't missed football at all. I was really enjoying my summer. I was really enjoying my time to see my friends and go to the beach and everything. As soon as we're back, it's an absolute disaster already. Gotta change it against Hull. Because I couldn't be any more embarrassed. Congratulations to Wednesday. And Argyle, you're a disgrace after that. You're an absolute disgrace after that. Need a response immediately against Hull. I'm not going to properly judge how Rooney's done for this club so far until we've played Sunderland in round 5 at home. Because between now and there, we have got Hull at home, QPR away, Stoke at home, and a return of Schumacher, and then Sunderland at home, before we go on a very torrid, hard run of 3 games in September and October of West Brom away, Luton at home, and Burnley away, before we have a must-win against Blackburn. We've got to switch it up immediately. I've said from the beginning that we have to win those 3 home games, Stoke, Hull and Sunderland, to make an impact on this season. Because if we don't, Rooney is already going to be under pressure after Sunderland, especially. QPR away is going to be a really hard game. I wouldn't mind just a point from that, but those home games, we have to turn it around and be back to where we belong, which is being a fortress at home park. And it's the only way, not just how we stay up in this league, and it's the only way on how well we can do in this league. Because that at Hillsborough was nothing more than a disgrace. Early days, of course, only round 1, but got to switch it up immediately. Like I said, it's after that game against Sunderland where I'm going to have more of an opinion on Rooney so far. But the players need to put themselves looking at the mirror, and they need to realise how much they let the fans down yesterday. Massively, absolutely massively. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. So we'll see you all against not just Hull this weekend, but against Cheltenham on Wednesday night. So at least on the plus side, it'll be good to be home. The only consolidation from that match was that it's only game week 1. And that's the only consolidation we're going to get. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Congratulations to Sheffield Wednesday once again. And we were abysmal. See you all against Cheltenham on Wednesday night, where we return to the home of football. The other thing I need to say, actually, is one criticism I will mainly give Rooney is that he got the formation completely wrong. Picked the wrong lineup, and he got the formation completely wrong. We do not play a back 4. We are so much better with a back 3 and with 2 wing backs, mainly Joe Edwards and Balimumba. We are so much better playing a 3-4-3. A back 4 is not good enough. Just like what Ross said in our immediate reaction after the game. A back 3 needed for the rest of the season, because we got completely found out in a back 4 and it doesn't fit our system. It doesn't work. Back 3 needs to be changed to immediately for the rest of the season. Up the Janners, up the Greens, up the Argyle, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army! Oh, that's the energy we need this week. Not a repeat of what we had at Hillsborough. See you all against Cheltenham. And as for the league, see you all against Hull. Take care. Have a good one. Good night.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.